Hi friends, have a nice time to learn something about Grashof law. This law states that the sum of lengths of longest and shortest links should be less than sum of the lengths of other two links. So L plus S less than P plus Q. The class 1 mechanism obeys Grashof law. Class 2 mechanism violates Grashof law. Grashof law. We already discussed. The kinematic chain is a combination of four or more kinematic pairs such that relative motion between the links or elements is completely constrained. The simplest and the basic kinematic chain is a four-bar chain or quadric cycle chain. It consists of four links. Each of them forms a turning pair at A, B, C and D. The four links may be of different lengths according to Grashof law. For a four-bar mechanism, the sum of the shortest and longest link lengths should not be greater than the sum of the remaining two links. If there is to be continuous relation between the two links. Grashof law. Grashof law. A very important consideration in designing a mechanism is to ensure that the input crank makes a complete revolution relative to the other links. The mechanism in which no link makes a complete revolution will not be useful. In a four-bar chain, one of the links, in particular the shortest link, will make complete revolution relative to other three links. If it satisfies the Grashof law, such a link is known as crank or driver. The link BC, which makes partial rotation or oscillates, is known as lever or rocker or follower. And the link CD, which connects the crank and lever, is called connecting rod or coupler. The fixed link AB is known as frame of the mechanism. When the crank is the driver, the mechanism is transforming rotary motion into the oscillatory motion. So this is the diagram for Grashof law for four-bar mechanism. So we discussed earlier. So linkage Grashof, if S plus L less than P plus Q, where S is the shortest link, L is the longest link, P comma Q is intermediate length links. Both joints of the shortest link are capable of 360 degree of rotation in Grashof linkages. Kinematic inversions. The chain has four links and it looks like a cycle frame, and hence it's also called quadric cycle chain. In this type of chain, all four pairs will be turning pair. Grashof law 4-bar. Crank rocker, input rotates 360 degree. Rocker, crank rocker, coupler rotates 360. Rocker, crank follower, double crank, all links rotate 360 degree. Note that these mechanisms are simply the possible inversion of Grashof mechanism. Beam engine, crank and lever mechanism is also called beam engine. Coupling rod of a locomotive, double crank mechanism. So ward indicator mechanism, lever mechanism. Single slider crank chain. A single slider crank chain is a modification of basic 4-bar chain. It consists of one sliding pair and three turning pairs. It is usually found in reciprocating steam engine mechanism. This type of mechanism converts rotary motion into reciprocating motion and vice versa. Single slider crank chain or mechanism. In a single slider crank chain. The link 1 and 2, links 2 and 3 and links 3 and 4 form 3 turning bursts while links 4 and 1 form sliding pair. Single slider crank chain. The link 1 corresponds to the frame of the engine, which is fixed. The link 2 corresponds to the crank. The link 3 corresponds to connecting rod, and the link 4 corresponds to the crosshead. As the crank rotates, the crank head reciprocates in the guides and thus the piston reciprocates in the cylinder. Single slider crank chain. Already discussed. The inversion of single slider crank chain. Pendulum pump or pull engine, oscillating cylinder engine, rotary internal combustion engine or genome engine, crank and slaughter lever quick return motion mechanism, Whitworth quick return motion mechanism. These are the things comes under inversions of single slider crank chain. So pendulum pump or pull engine. So pendulum pump or pull engine. In this mechanism, the inversions is obtained by fixing the cylinder or link 4, that is a sliding pair. In this case, when the crank link 2 rotates, the connecting rod link 3 oscillates about the pin pivoted to the fixed link 4 at A, and the piston attached to the piston rod link 1 reciprocates. The duplex pump, which is used to supply feed water to boilers, have 2 pistons attached to link 1. Oscillating cylinder engine. The arrangement of oscillating cylinder engine mechanism is used to convert reciprocating motion into rotary motion. In this mechanism, the link 3 forming the turning pair is fixed. The link 3 corresponds to the connecting rod of a reciprocating steam engine mechanism. When the crank rotates, the piston attached to the piston rod reciprocates and the cylinder oscillates about the pin pivoted to the fixed link A. Rotary internal combustion engine. Rotary internal combustion engine or genome engine. Sometimes back, the rotary internal combustion engines were used in aviations, but nowadays gas turbines are used in its place. It consists of 7 cylinders in one plane and all are revolves about fixed center D, while the crank is fixed. In this mechanism, when the connecting rod rotates, the piston reciprocates inside the cylinder, forming the link. Crank and slaughter lever quick return motion. Whitworth quick return motion. The Whitworth quick return motion mechanism. The mechanism is mostly used in shaping and slotting machines. In this mechanism, the link CD forming the turning pair is fixed. The link 2 corresponds to the crank in a reciprocating steam engine. The driving crank CA rotates at a uniform angular speed. The slider attached to the crank pin at A slides along the slotted bar PA, which oscillates at a pivoted point D. The connecting rod PR carries the ram at R2, which a cutting tool is used. The motion of tool is constrained along the line OD produced, that is along a line passing through D and perpendicular to CD. When the driving crank CA moves from the position CA1 to CA2, or the link DP from the position DP1 to DP2 through an angle alpha in the clockwise direction, the total move from the left end of its stroke to right hand through the distance to PD. with or quick return mechanism. A little consideration will show that the time taken during the left to right movement of the ram will be equal to the time taken by the driving crank to move from CA1 to CA2. Similarly, the time taken during the right to left movement of the ram or during the ideal or return stroke will be equal to the time taken by the driving crank to move from CA to CA1. Since the crank CA rotates at stroke or forward stroke is more than the time during the return stroke. In other words, the mean speed of the ram during the cutting stroke is less than the mean speed during the return stroke. The ratio between the time taken during the cutting and the return stroke is given by time of cutting stroke divided by time of return stroke alpha by beta. That is equal to alpha divided by beta is equal to 360 minus alpha. So that's equal to 360 minus beta divided by beta.